My name is Bobby Rowan, and I'm 86 years old, and I've had a good life, but lost my bride on April the 8th of last year. After almost 68 years, like 2 months and 2 days being 68 years, we would have celebrated our 68th wedding anniversary, and they were all 68 was wonderful years. We raised 4 wonderful children that God blessed us with. He blessed us with many good things, but above all, 4 wonderful children, 3 sons and 1 daughter. She was a wonderful wife, a wonderful mother, a wonderful neighbor, and she was just a wonderful person. Couldn't find a better person than that right there in this world. She is perfect. On December the 2nd, 1948, I went to a cottage prayer meeting in the neighborhood this was back in 1948. I walked in that night, and this was on a Thursday night, on December the 2nd. When I walked in, sitting on the front wall, she had her back toward the road like there, and I'd come in the back door and look, and she was sitting on top of a sewing machine case. And I looked at her and I winked. She smiled and winked back, and I walked across the room and started talking to her. Now that's been 68 years ago. And we were still talking up until April the 8th of last year that Mr. Alzheimer came along and took her away from me.
Sometime in 2016, I'd say early 2016, she began sort of not being herself. She began to get more and more confused. She began to kind of lash out and not really be herself. I have an older sister, had 2 brothers that were twins, 2 years older than me. And so Judy, Larry, Gary, and myself were all nurtured by this very loving person, and here she was not being herself and being very confused. And it was just really sad, and it was very painful to my father. It was very physically difficult, and so fortunately we spoke with Sherry, and Sherry explained to us about how Sylvia Barr Center may be able to help us. And we didn't know much about Sylvia Barr at all. So I guess it sunk in, and finally we decided to, hey, let's give it a try. And I think within a week or 10 days, it became so obvious that she had made such great strides by going to Sylvia Barr that my dad insisted, I can't leave her there, I've got to have her back home. So with tears in his eyes and with the insistence that he was able to take care of her again, and we sort of had our doubts, but she came home. And their quality of life after this, for the next year and a half, was really, really good. You know, it didn't conquer Alzheimer's, but it made everything so much smoother. We got our mother back. She became loving again, caring again, and just the wonderful demeanor that everybody said. She's an angel on earth.
So Sylvia Barr is a great place that unfortunately a lot of people may not even know about. It's located down in Adel, Georgia. And what we do here is we provide comprehensive collaborative care for folks largely with dementia and other age-related cognitive disorders. And what we do is we try to love on them and take good care of them and make sure that they are better than when they came in. That can mean a lot of things to different people because we meet with people at different stages of their illness. But it really doesn't matter what stage of the illness they're in, we're here to help. When someone comes in, a lot of times it's shocking or scary to the family what's kind of been going on, something that they may not have thought would happen. And so we do a lot of education on the front end. We sit down with families, we kind of let them know kind of about dementia and kind of what to expect. And what we do is try to meet them where they are. Some people know a lot about the illness, and we kind of go further, and some people are just getting introduced to it, unfortunately. But what we do is we try to help them feel at ease. That's one of our main goals here, is to educate people, because I feel like the more they know about it, the more they feel strong, like they can take this on. And dementia it affects one person technically, but really it affects the entire family. And so we have to treat everybody. And we see the family as the patient, not just the one person.
We owe a lot to Sylvia Barr and everyone there. And Dr. Saxena, I think, is the last one was there. But everybody there was very loving, very caring, and very helpful in giving us our mom back.